later on, I'm going to actually be posting this. So all I ask is, can everyone please just keep your mics muted until the very end of the call so not to mess up the recording, okay? Again, let me just say thank you all for coming. My name is Leonard Charles IV. A lot of you just know me as Leo. And pretty much, guys, I'm here today to share with you something that I believe is very beneficial, can hopefully bring something very positive into your life, okay? So by the end of this call, what we're gonna do is go over 2 separate recession-proof skill sets that you can use to make income, okay? And I understand that sounds a little crazy, that we're gonna go over 2 separate recession-proof skill sets in which you can use to make income. But let me just give you a little background so you can understand how we're gonna do that, okay? So first off, my day job, guys, I'm a first grade teacher. And I'm also a martial art coach. Okay, I absolutely love what I do. I know some people don't like their jobs. It's not the case with me. I absolutely love what I do. That being said, earlier, I guess last year, now we had a little friend come in called the coronavirus that shut down all the martial art gyms. I lost all of my martial art jobs, and that ended up putting me in the negative about $3,000 a month. So I lost about $36,000 a year worth of my income because of this virus causing this huge recession. Right. And obviously that sucked. And I know I'm not the only one. People all over the place were hit much harder than I was. And I started looking around and seeing all this damage caused by this virus. So I wanted to go out and look for some way I could still make money that was recession proof, something that was COVID proof. And so what I did is I reached out to some old friends of mine who I knew back in college, who were very business minded, have been entrepreneurs or self-employed pretty much since I've known them, guys who haven't worked a normal job for 10 plus years. And I reached out to them and I asked them, like, yo, what is it that you're doing? Let's game plan. Let's try something to try and make a little extra money. And we came together, we made a little group. We started trying a couple different things. Some worked, some didn't. And we ended up landing and looking for a skill set in particular that was not just COVID proof, but also recession proof. We wanted to do something that could last no matter what the economy is doing. Because while right now COVID kind of came out of nowhere, recessions and depressions are just kind of a natural part of the way our economy works, right? We had the Great Recession in 07, 08. We had the housing market crash, the dot-com bubble burst, 10% unemployment, the oil price shock, the Great Depression that we study in schools, and depressions and recessions happen all over the world all the time. So we wanted to find something, some kind of business or skill set that was recession and COVID proof. And as we started looking, like I said, we tried a couple different things, and then we ended up tapping in to something called Forex trading. Okay, now Forex stands for the foreign exchange market. It's the act of buying and selling different countries' currencies for a profit. So, for example, I live in the United States. I use the US dollar. Okay, so if I hop over the border into Mexico and exchange that dollar into the Mexican peso, their currency. Okay, say I take 100 US bucks, I go across into Mexico, I turn it into the peso, I stay there for a week, I don't spend a single penny, okay? Now, when I come back across the border, I exchange it back to the US dollar, but while I was away, the exchange rate has changed. So instead of getting my normal 100 bucks back, I now get 110 or $120 back instead, okay? So that, in a nutshell, is what the foreign exchange market is. So obviously, though, we can't all just be jumping from border to border trying to exchange currencies on vacation to make money. That doesn't make sense. But what I found out as I got more educated in this in this financial market is that you can actually tap into this market anywhere with an internet connection. Okay, if you have a computer, a phone, a tablet, you can get a broker and trade in the foreign exchange market the same way you trade stocks, commodities, crypto, the same exact way you do binary options. You trade directly from the internet. Okay. Now, I also found out that this is the largest financial market in the world. Okay, $6 trillion per day compared to the 200 billion of the US stock market. Okay, the largest Forex trader in the United States is actually Chase Bank. Okay, I found out that you can lock in and trade Forex directly from some people's bank accounts. I don't know if you've ever heard of Ally Bank. It's one of the most trusted online banks in America, and they actually have a Forex section right there in your savings account where you can trade directly from their bank. Okay, TD Ameritrade, one of the other most trusted brokers in America, has Forex sections. Okay, so Forex is it's everywhere. It's 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. But most importantly, because you're trading on the fluctuation of the currency, you can actually make money whether your country's currency is dropping or skyrocketing. It doesn't make a difference, which makes it recession proof. It doesn't matter how bad the economy of your country is doing. When it comes to Forex, you can always make money. And that was the beauty of it. It's both COVID and recession proof. So as I started going in and dabbling in this system, I tried to, and working with my friends, I started making some profits, and we started sharing it with a couple more of our group and our friend group, and it just started spreading. And we really gave ourselves a mission. Our mission focuses on educating the masses on the power of the financial markets, entrepreneurship, and personal growth. Okay, by focusing on trading education, generating passive income, and personal growth, we hope to help every member reach closer to their goals of financial freedom. While money in and of itself may not bring happiness, it does bring freedom, and freedom can lead to happiness. So as we say here, stay focused, profits of progress. Now, as our group of traders started growing, we started using some different online platforms to try and educate ourselves in how to trade. We ended up coming across an online platform so powerful that we truly believe it's going to change the way people trade forever. Okay, but instead of being the one to break that down for you myself, I'm actually going to hand it off to my friend Greg, who has a very inspiring story. Pretty much came out, got trading down extremely quickly. He's helped me save my personal account maybe 3 times now. He's a very close friend of mine. He's always there helping people master this skill set and helping people grow. Greg McLean.
Hey, what's going on? Thank you, Leonard. I appreciate you having me on this call. Like Leonard said, my name is Greg McLean. I'm 35 years old, currently living in Indianapolis, Indiana, where I work on an ambulance, and I'm going to school to be a commercial airline pilot. So let me tell you just a little bit about myself and how I got to where I am today. So in 2011, I moved down to Florida. I was in emergency services, spent about a decade in the back of an ambulance. Wanted a change out of that. So I decided to get into the airline industry, where I was a flight attendant for 4.5 years. And I was an instructor as well. And then because I was surrounded by a bunch of pilots, they said, hey, you should go get your pilot's license. So I did that, and I moved from the Tampa Bay area to Indianapolis in March. And that was during the height of all the lockdowns. And because I was paying for school, school wasn't paying me, I had to go out and find some jobs. So at first I had a couple interviews lined up. One was going to be an aircraft refueler, refueling commercial airplanes. The other one was going to be a restaurant manager. And when the lockdown happened, that's when I got really scared, because it diminished flights. So now there was no need for an aircraft refueler position. And then it shut down restaurants. So now there was no need for a restaurant manager. So I was really freaked out. I just signed a new lease on an apartment and didn't know how I was going to pay my bills. So I went and started working as a pizza delivery driver. And I'm going to tell you what, right now, that was the worst 6 months of my life. I absolutely hated it. But luckily, I had somebody reach out to me and tell me a little bit about Forex. And I didn't really grasp the concept at first, because I knew a little bit about stock trading. And I know when you go into stock trading, the company or the market has to be at a low to jump into it. And then it has to be at a high, and it has to thrive, either the market or the economy. And that's how you make your profits. So I know how I'd get in there and get those stocks, but I didn't know during this whole thing how I was going to make that profit. So I decided to actually learn a little bit more about Forex, and I realized that you can make money whether the economy is at an all-time low or at an all-time high. And that at that point is when I met Leonard. And what we did is we ended up locking arms with an amazing leader and a creator of a company called Epic, which stands for Exceptional People, Incredible Compensation. Now, before I get started, I want to tell you that I might have to take a break and sneeze and clear my throat. I do have COVID, but I am here telling you this, and I'm excited about it because I believe in this 110%. So who is Epic? Epic is a global company that provides the environment for people of all backgrounds to learn the lifelong skill of Forex trading while also pursuing their financial dreams and goals. So our team has more than 100 years of successful business experience, and that's extremely important because that means we know we're being led by the right people. And I'll get into that in just a minute. But we do have some of the industry-leading Forex traders and trainers out there. And most importantly, we are 100% debt-free. And the reason why that's very important, because the company doesn't have to focus their profits on their debts. What they do is focus their profits on us and our training and education in the Epic University. So who is our corporate leadership? I want to tell you about our amazing CEO, David McCovey. He's the founder, he's the CEO, the one that got Epic launched off the ground, right? This man, I really appreciate and value him because in most companies, all you do is hear about the name of the CEO. You never get to meet the CEO. You think the CEO is just some guy sitting behind a door. Well, I'm gonna tell you that Leonard and I actually got to host a call just like this with the founder and CEO, David McCovey. And no, he was not in an office. I actually literally had to get up out of my chair and let him sit down in my seat so he can continue the presentation. This man is definitely a selfless leader, and that's the reason why he's our founder and CEO. Then we have Spencer Iverson, who's our president, right? This man by trade is a lawyer, and he knows all the legalities behind running a business. Then we have two powerhouses together, Mr. Jonathan Green and Mark Sterling. Jonathan Green being a mathematician at heart, so he knows all about the number crunching when it comes to running a business. Mark Sterling has a track record of building several other businesses up to be multi-million-dollar profitable companies. That's why he's the vice president of sales. Then it gets a little personal for me because down here, the vice president of business development, David Lisiaga, I've had the pleasure of working with this man in the past in another business opportunity. Whatever this man says he's gonna do, he does it and he follows through 110%. And he was the major muscle that masterminded with David McCovey to launch Epic in September. Then we have who I learned Forex from, Coach Max. She's the director of Forex training. This is the brains behind our university, which our Epic University is going to teach you how to become a successful and profitable trader from A to Z, somebody who knows nothing about trading to an expert level trader to profiting in the Forex market. So let me jump into what Epic has to offer. Why are you here today? Now, this is our bread and butter of the company, our live sessions. Now, this is going to give you a bird's eye view of a master trader. Now, these master traders are handpicked by Coach Max. Not only do they have to prove that they are profitable in the Forex market, but they have to prove that they can teach it too. So this is going to give you a bird's eye view of these master traders in the live markets. And while they're in the live markets, they're going to be calling out daily signals that we're going to be sending to you in a Telegram group, right? And these are exclusive just to Epic members. So then we have the Epic University. Again, I touched on this just a minute ago. Coach Max created the Epic University so you can become a successful and profitable trader. Somebody like me knowing absolutely nothing to becoming a profitable trader in the Forex market, where you don't have to rely on these daily signals. Those daily signals are just going to be an additive into what you're going to learn in the Epic University. Not only that, the Epic University teaches Forex, but it also teaches you how to trade indices, cryptocurrency, binary options, also known as money in minutes. So with the Epic University comes the 2-week syllabus. This is going to give you a general breakdown of from a beginner standpoint of what to watch, how to watch it, when to watch it, and then there's going to give you a homework assignment at the end. So we're really taking this to the next level. If you have any questions in your Epic University, we have a study hall session that you can get on with a master trader and ask any and all questions that you might have. Right? They are there dedicated to help ensure your success throughout your Forex journey. At the beginning of every week, just like you're watching the news, your weatherman has a weather forecast. They're going to give you the idea of what to wear and how to plan for your week based on the weather. So a master trader is going to give you that idea when it comes to reading news and creating a market forecast and showing you what the market is going to be doing for that week, which is really, really important because news does impact the financial market very heavily. It's definitely a fun interactive trading community. There's so much more to come. One of my favorite things is the 20 pip and dip indicator that's included in your Epic membership. And what this is going to do is this is going to be an indicator that you use while you mark up your charts. It's going to show you support and resistance, and it's also going to give you an indication of when to buy and sell in the market. So let me jump in a little bit deeper on these live sessions. So again, these live sessions are going to give you live and direct access to a master trader. And they're every day that the markets are open. We have 3 sessions per day. We have them at 2 a.m., 7 a.m., and 7 p.m., which is the London session, the US session, the New York session, and then the Tokyo session. These times are all in Eastern time. And the sessions do revolve around discussing live market conditions, analyzing different trade opportunities, and reviewing or further explaining any concepts from the Epic University. Again, you do have live direct access to these master traders. While they're doing the live trading sessions, they're calling out trade signals. Now, let me just tell you, for somebody like me, I already told you, I'm in school to learn how to be a commercial airline pilot. So have you type a 1 in the chat if you have ever taken a commercial airline flight and walked in the door of the airplane, looked to the left and seen the cockpit. Who's done that? I know I have, right? So that's what I'm training how to do. Like, I'm training to learn that, how to fly that airplane. And it takes a lot of time and dedication. And when I first got started, I had no idea how I was going to balance the two together. How was I going to do Forex and learn how to fly a plane at the same time? Then I learned about these trade alerts. You can literally learn and earn anywhere in the world. So anywhere that you have a Wi-Fi connection or cell phone reception, you can definitely tap into the trade alerts and start earning while you're learning. All right. In school, they told you not to copy because that was called cheating. And right now, what we're doing is, it's okay if you copy and paste, but you have to copy the right cat. And that's what we're doing. And on this next slide here, I'm going to prove that to you. And I'm not telling you about numbers because I want to impress you, but I want to impress upon you and share the value of what you can get from just these trade alerts alone. Okay, so I want you to look at this with a clear mind and realize that this is a proven track record that our company is doing. All right, so since September 7th, 2020 to January 1st, 2021, we have collectively caught 196,358 pips. Now, these are wins and losses included, ladies and gentlemen. And we have a goal by January 31st to hit 250,000 pips. Now, this is very important because a lot of companies out there, they're raving about 2,000 and 3,000 pips per month. In just a few months, our goal is 250,000 pips. Now, for some of you that have no idea what Forex is, you're probably like mind blown and have no idea what a pip is. So I'm gonna just break it down very simple. All it is just a unit of measurement. So we don't deal with dollars and cents, we deal with pips. So that's how we measure the financial currency that we're dealing with at that particular moment. So let's just say you take 100% of these trade callouts since the first day we launched, right? So September 7th up until now, you would want to start compounding your account because I didn't have enough money to start with $1,000 account. I only started out trading with about 50 bucks, okay? So I really thrive on the compound effect. I really like teaching that to other people. Start off with a small account, compound that into a larger account, right? Especially if you don't really know what you're doing when you first get started. So you start trading on micro lot sizes, 0.01, which is equivalent to 10 cents per pip. Take all these trade callouts, that would have been $19,635.80. Then you start compounding that money. Next lot size, 0.05, 50 cents per pip, $98,000. Okay, I don't need to go any further. Okay, I will. 0.20, $2 per pip, $392,000. 0.5, $5 per pip, $981,000. Now, you want to know what happens when you start getting more confident in your trading ability and you start building up your account? You go on to that bigger lot size, which is called a standard lot, $10 per pip. Okay, $1,963,580. That's what you can do on trading with just trade alerts. You don't have to know diddly squat about trading. All you have to do is know how to copy and paste, right? But let's say you are like me. All right, I'm in school. I don't have all the time to take 100% of these trade callouts or look at my Telegram, you know, every minute of the waking day. However, what if you take 20% of this? That's $3 grand, $3,800. What can that do for you in 4 months? $3,800. That could have paid your mortgage, your phone bill, your car payment, your insurance. And if you're in another country, what could that do for you? $4,000 in 3 months. What could that do for you? right? Just think about that. So when you're really diving into this and looking at this, you need to be open-minded and realize that there is real potential in trading Forex, trading binary options, trading cryptocurrency, trading indexes. We're doing it and it's unfolding in front of my eyes. Now, I wouldn't be here COVID positive telling you about this if I didn't believe in it myself. Coming from me in April, I had no idea what I was doing. And I am excited to be here. So open your mind up, really get into what Forex is, because this is really exciting. And I'm watching it unfold in front of my eyes and changing people's lives all over the world, right? However, the really exciting thing about this, and I'm going to jump into it real quick. It's only 135 bucks. That's exactly why you should take off with Epic today. But not only that, I want Leonard to come back on here. This man, okay, is one of my best friends, and I would have never met him if it wasn't for this industry, right? So for someone like me, all I wanted to do was learn how to trade Forex until I started posting what I was doing on social media, and other people started to ask me about it. And Leonard, my best friend, who I talk to on a daily basis, almost every single day, has become my best friend because of this next part. And I want Leonard to come in and really dive deep on what we're doing when it comes to referral marketing. This man has definitely became a selfless leader and built up his account to where he's making 6 figures a year residually. So Leonard, please come back. Tell everybody about the additional and optional source of income that they can get from this opportunity.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Greg. That was an absolutely amazing introduction. Still not you sound good. That was an amazing introduction. Thank you. Let me kind of cover why you want to take off with Epic. As he said, we have a secondary way to make income. We already said we're going to cover the first half, and that first half was all the education, learn to make money through the financial markets. But you also have the option for an extra $14.99, so 15 bucks, to get access to our referral marketing platform. Now, what exactly is referral marketing? Referral marketing, in a nutshell, so say a new movie comes out, right? And that new movie comes out and your friends looking at the reviews and they're not really sparking anything amazing. They don't plan to go see that movie. But then you go up to your friend and say, listen, I watched that movie yesterday. That movie is absolutely amazing. You should go watch it. Well, now your friend is way more likely to watch that movie than they were compared to any commercials they had previously saw, because they know and trust you. Okay. Same thing. Say you're drinking a Red Bull. You say this is the best brand new Red Bull flavor. Now your friend wants to try that drink, right? You referring a product to a friend is more likely to get them to try it than any amount of advertisements. Now, you are not paid by movies and by Red Bull to go out and advertise their products, even though you probably do it anyway. Now, some companies, on the other hand, do actually pay you for this. So for example, Lyft and Uber, both of which actually pay you to refer people to their product. If you're, if you're a customer, you could give out your customer code, make $5 to go towards your next ride or something like that. Now, if you're a driver, I was a Lyft driver in college. I actually made about $1,500 signing up my other friends to drive Lyft, because if they did 30 rides in a month, I made money. At that point in time, it was like $500 a person. Okay, so I was making a lot of money just signing up other people to drive for Lyft. Now, we kind of took that same thought process as Lyft and Uber, but we kind of just took that to the next level. Now, what we have set up here is if you have 3 other friends, or 3 people who are also interested in learning the education of mastering these financial markets and making money through Forex, binary, crypto, whatever it is, and they come in and decide to start educating themselves with us, well, we are going to actually cover your tuition costs. Okay, so if you bring in 3 scholars, we're going to now cover your tuition. Imagine going to school, going to college, and getting your tuition covered. Speaking of Harvard, speaking of colleges, actually does teach this, right? Harvard has Forex classes. They're just like way more expensive, right? So it's that same thing. You're just getting your college paid for. Now, say those 3 people, they also want to get their scholarship. They want to get their college paid for. They want to get the scholarship. You want to go out to them. You decide you want to help them out. So you guys can now work as a team, actually, right? So you can still have some people who might be interested. Your friends are going out talking to some people who might be interested. Now there's 12 of you overall within your referral network. That includes everyone you refer and the people they referred as well. There's 12 people total, right? Well, now you're making $150 a week, $600 a month. And that's residual. Residual meaning it will come in every single month as long as these guys are signed up learning from the software, taking our trade alerts, whatever it is. As long as they're using the program, you're getting paid. So that's $150 a week, $600 a month with just 12. Now say those 12 go out, okay? And they are, again, talking to a few more people, pulling in a few more scholars, people interested in what we're doing to learn from this education. Now there's 30 people within your referral network. You're now making $250 a week, $1,000 a month. Okay, now that 30 goes out, becomes 80. You're now making $500 a week, $2,000 a month, on and on and on. You have the ambassador 10 rate, 500 people within your entire referral network, $10,000 a month. That's the rank I just hit. Why Greg called me the six-figure guy. And then from there, you go on, and actually the highest rank in this business is actually known as Epic. It is 75,000 people, $1 million a month. Now, I understand that I just said the word 75,000 people, $1 million a month. And for half the people on here, I just kind of like blew your brains out a little bit because those numbers are a little too big. And I understand that, and that can freak some people out. So what I want everyone to do is kind of take a step back. Okay, take a step back for a moment and just look at the numbers of 3, 12, and 30. Okay, because my thought process is this. Anybody on this call who puts in a little bit of effort and is actually bothering to learn the skill set can find 3 to 12 to 30 people who are also interested in what we're doing, for the very simple reason that you can make money with the product itself, and you're teaching a recession-proof lifelong skill that nobody can ever take away from you. This is something people are naturally interested in. Right now, you see all these people talking about Bitcoin and how do I know if I should go in or not? Should I buy it? We teach all that stuff here on our platform, in our education, okay? All that stuff people are already looking, that knowledge people are already searching for. We're teaching that, and you're just offering people a way in which they can gain that knowledge. So I don't think it's very difficult to go out and find 3 to 12 to 30 people to be able to go out there and pull that and make that $600, that $1,000 a month, which can be a life-changing number. And we are international. So if you're one of the people out there in a third world country, say you're out there in, I have teams in Nigeria, Mexico, Trinidad, wherever, that extra $600 is life-changing, absolutely life-changing, okay? That's more than most people make in multiple months in some countries, okay? Now, at the same time, that $600 to $1,000 if you're out here in America, okay? That could be your car note, your car insurance. If you're in the middle America, that could be your rent. Okay, that could be a huge life-changing number. You take that money and you trade with it, you multiply it, it could absolutely be something to totally change your life. Okay, so that's where I want everyone focusing, is that 3 and that 12, that 30. And if you happen to be someone who wants to take it to that next level, we do have other things to help. We have freeforex.com, which helps you with lead generations online, the Epic phone app, which helps with marketing as well as Epic swag and clothing, just to help market yourself out there, that you have the app, you have the ability to use as well. Okay, now again, I just want to give a quick disclaimer on a few things. For one, we talked about the trade alerts. Again, past profits can't guarantee future results. We have had an amazing track record. I trust the track record, but again, we don't want to come out here and promise anything. Again, I don't want to tell everyone this is some get rich quick, we're going to make millions of dollars type thing for every single. That's not what I'm saying. Okay, at the end of the day, it is based on your work ethic. If you bring in the people, the company will pay you. But what I'm saying is you have to go out and do the referral side. You have to go out and transfer the trades into your phone. You have to put in that work still. Okay, so it is important that you understand that this is still something that you have to put in the work to achieve and do. That being said, as you're moving forward through this, we have the support here to help you in all things. So like I said, Epic is a university, same way Harvard's a university. And like Harvard, we have clubs, sororities, fraternities, whatever you want to call them, right? Now, 3 of those clubs, for example, are the Lions Den, Winter Circle, and Forever Focus Group. Okay, I'm one of the co-founders of the Forever Focus Group personally. Okay, but all these teams, we give extra support when it comes to both trading and building on the subscription business side. Okay, you come out, you want to learn to trade, we have extra education, we have extra study, we put study groups together with guys who are already successful traders. We have our own, literally our whole trade alerts of our own from our own trading experts. We have our whole entire extra help to make sure that you actually learn the skill set. I want you to come in here and actually learn how to trade, not just have to rely on us for the rest of your life. That being said, when it comes to the building the business side, we are also here to help you 100% of the way. That means we have calls like this, explain the opportunity for people, so you don't have to do it yourself. We have team meetings. We have blueprint breakdowns, teach you how to actually explain this. Nonstop training. We have probably 6 calls a day, just coming in here to help you educate yourself on both sides of what we do. Okay, as well as, like I said, all these different study groups from all these different trading experts to really help you master what you're trying to do here. Okay, so again, just a little rundown. How to become epic is $134.99 just for the education. That's going to run through your university, your syllabus, your study guides. You're going to have access to everything trading, crypto, indices, binary options, everything trading. You're going to have access to just for that. Okay, for an extra $14.99, you will then get access to the building platform, okay, and actually be able to go out and, you know, share it with your friends and possibly make money that way as well. All right. Now, again, I just want to say thank you all for being here. And before, I'm actually going to hand it back to Greg for the close.
Hey, thanks again, Leonard. You did an outstanding job. Again, congratulations on definitely hitting 6 figures in this organization, this company. A really great job, and I'm super proud of you. Now, what I want to tell each and every one of you on this call today is take this very seriously. Again, I am watching lives change all over the world. So this, for me, is the most success that I've ever seen in my entire life. Okay, and the reason why is because for the past 15 years of my life, I was giving myself excuses of why I couldn't do it, of why it was too much for me. I always procrastinated and I always dwelled on my past. But the one thing I finally realized, and is the trick to success, is convincing yourself that you're worthy of it, and stop dwelling on your past, because your past, it's never, ever, ever going anywhere. It's always gonna be there. The things that you did, the things that happened to you, it's never gonna go away. But the one thing that you have control over is your future. But the only way to change your future is by doing something different in your present. Okay, with that being said, get back to the person who invited you to this call. Thank them, because this is definitely an opportunity of a lifetime. And then lock in your spot today. And I want to thank each and every one of you for taking the time out of your day to join us here for the last 30 minutes of this call and hearing us out. I look forward to locking arms with you in the future, and I can't wait to work with you. So without further ado, I wish you guys all the best in your success, in your future success with Epic, and you all have a wonderful evening.
All right, guys. Bye, everyone.